Where are you?
We've got.
We've got a lot to do now.
I think that's what it says, isn't it? I've got a lot to do now.
Well, that's what you.
Oh no, that's what I said.
That's what you hear. Ain't it funny how you hear the music that?
I know what you thought with the words.
Yeah, it's like,
or else you don't even know the words. I remember saying this in an earlier show, and I'd be dancing. Yeah.
Dancing with myself.
M-I-C-K-Y. Oh, Becky.
That's right. Welcome,
That's right.
Victoria.
Welcome, 20.
To another exciting episode of...
Feel it real fun.
Look at that, I'm
no,
shaving
hang on, what
and
are we
everything.
saying? You changed it all up, and now it's...
I have no idea what we're saying, but we're having fun with Feel It Real Fun
for you.
For you. Feel It Real Fun for you.
Oh, that's right, in 2022 plus
Beth.
1.
In 2022 plus 1. 0.
It doesn't work for me.
All right. Hey, we'll get it all sorted out by 2024. It will be no more.
There's
right.
got to be something
Exactly.
about, more.
2023, you're in it for me.
Get you to the core.
All right. Lisa and LaRock.
Okay.
Jess Lynn. We've got amazing questions from intelligent people today. Dr.
And anonymous.
Brian.
They might
Mrs.
be intelligent, but they're anonymous, apparently.
Anonymous.
That's a long question.
That's a long question.
Anonymous.
That's right.
All right.
So, Victoria, tell them where to go and what to do. Look at you people,
so
tagging
go to
people.
easymanifestingmethods.com.
Triple D on. Yes.
Join your 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Oh, my God. We've done some excellent podcasts
I've always
this week.
tried to work out where
by...
to take my breath in that. Sorry. How would you say it?
How would I say what?
Join your 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com. Where do you
join
take
your
breath?
90-day adventure?
Or do you hold it all the way to the end?
At manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Okay.
That's right.
Right. Sorry, you were saying?
And for refunds, go to
you were
feelitrealfun.com.
saying about it's a 90-day adventure.
I already did all that. Yep.
All right.
That's right.
For refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Anyway. Triple D Joel. That's right, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. MM Kelly. All right.
Dangling participles.
I just want to dangle me a participle in the garden when I think of Dr. Brian. Yeah. That's right. Jamming out and dangling participles.
That's right. Uma, Valerie. Hello.
All right. Look at that. Triple D Dawn. Yo. Okay, let's do it. Triple D Nancy. Yo. Remarkable.
So we're going to dive in?
Let's dive in because it's a long question.
It's the first question.
No, you don't have to type it all. Just.
I never type any of the questions.
Do you? Not.
No, you've never. How long is it since you've checked a show?
It's been ages. We used to do the watch parties in the evening, but Facebook said that's too much fun for you guys.
Yeah.
Radio. So let's do it, Victoria.
Okay.
All right.
So the first question is from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
And they ask, would you imagine lovingly for me?
Absolutely.
And Anonymous asks, would you please consider imagining lovingly for me as well?
Yes.
I want to be free of chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia pain, I think I said that right, unbalanced hormones, hypertension, and I want to crave exercise and have energy and stamina throughout the entire day. Balanced hormones and blood glucose and blood pressures without the need for medication. And optimal health to be able to work, organise my home, do courses, shop, exercise and volunteer activities easily. And to live and serve with love in my heart for mankind and animals. Thank you for any help with this. I forgot. TT asks if he can use this on today's show and gets a yes, then I forgot to mention free of anxiety, fear and worry.
All right, ready? This is what's really cool. It never ends. Now, here's the really cool thing. I get a lot of problems. I get a little bit of desires here. And what I want you to do is to start imagining 5 specific events of your day having gone your way. In other words, like Joseph Goddard to the max style. This is really important because you got health issues.
Obviously.
Right?
Yeah.
Obviously. And you've got this massive list of issues and problems, a few things that you want in their place, so on and so forth. And what I want you to do is to imagine specific events of your day having gone your way. We're going out for lunch today, right? Otherwise known as a date.
Yes.
Right? I've already imagined something about the date.
Yes.
I've already imagined something about the 2 episodes of the podcast this
Even
morning.
like a 5 this morning. Well, Victoria.
Good morning, Victoria.
Is it a family meeting time?
It's 5 in the morning.
Date.
All right. So, see, I already imagined date. I'll just ask her out of courtesy. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is really important. Nail specific events of your day having gone your way. We're going to explore this as we continue through the whole thing today. So the subtext of today's show is Joseph Goddard to the max. Keep that in mind. But I really want you to nail 5 specific events of your day having gone your way. And this is shit you can actually expect to do today.
You used to say one word, and I really liked it. 5 events of your day already
having gone your way. Yeah, totally.
And it's
absolutely.
Like already throws it in the past, and I really like that.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Neville Goddard's whole thing is to imagine what it implies. So if you know you're going to take a walk today, imagine being accomplished and satisfied with your walk today. So that could mean that you walked further. That could mean that you walked faster. It could mean that you walked with less pain. But if you can feel accomplished and satisfied getting home and go, boy, that was a good walk, that feeling, that experience, that's what I want you to do. Same thing. Some people say, nothing, I don't do anything all day. So just imagine having gone to bed at night after done nothing all day. It's like, yeah, but
what a great day.
But you can always, there's something there. You're going to wash a dish. You're going to eat a meal. Yeah, every day, 70% of my Joseph Goddards are the same thing. 30% are unique. I had a call with a fellow last night. Some of you heard about that in the podcast this morning. But it was a lovely call. And what do I do before I get out of bed that morning? I imagine my 2 calls of the day having gone my way. In other words, them happy and I'm happy. And I've got a few gaps in my schedule next week. If any of you MM or Triple D members want to chat with me about the possibility of a call, let me know. But we're going to keep answering this anonymous as we continue. But that's what I want you to start with. Joseph Goddard. Now 5 specific events of your day having gone your way. You could make it 3. You could make it 11. By the way, I don't care about the number. But let's keep going.
Okay.
All right.
The next question is from Dream-Driven Don. Alternate realities. I guess that's why you're doing that music.
Who remembers that?
Yeah, I do. And Don asks, why are some people obsessed by alternate realities and not focusing totally on this reality we live in?
It's the same reason why they don't do what we share in those 7 free lessons at easymanifestingmethods.com. And it's the same reason why they refuse to sign up for manifestingmasterycourse.com, even though it's $1 a day. All right. Next question.
All right. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don. By the way, here's the thing, right? If I don't do it, then I can't fail at it. If I do manifestingmasterycourse.com and it doesn't work, I've got no fucking hope because I've read all the success stories.
Yeah, right.
Right? Easy Manifesting Methods, he gives away 7 lessons, shit that most people charge money for.
Yeah.
Right? He really nails some detail in here. But I'm not going to do what he says, because if I do it and it doesn't work, then I've lost all hope.
Yeah, it's my fault.
But if I live in 37 different fucking realities, right, and I make them all really cool except for this one,
right.
I know someday I'll do it here too. Alessandra.
Hello, Alessandra.
I love you too. Right. But by the way, why won't you sing? Right? Yeah, I diddly do bop 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 bop. I am playing with my voice continuously. I made a mistake. I took a what do we call it, lesson from Alessandra, right? And we did some bopping and beeping and stuff like that. And I thought, cool, I could run with this. Right? In other words, I didn't go, I'm not going to talk to her because I'm afraid it won't fucking work, that I'll sound like a dork. Right? I took a lesson with her, right? Because I thought it'd be fun. Ooh, I like amping up the fun. So, alternate realities, that's why they're obsessed with them. Because you know what? I mean, in another reality, I got me a good woman. Right. We'll see how that works out. All right. So.
Thank you, Dream Driven Day, Dawn. The next question's from yoga teacher Jess. Participant versus spectator.
All right.
Jess asks, How to explain participant versus spectator when crafting a scene to somebody new to the law? This is all done before getting into SATs, correcto? Is SATs the same as the lullaby method?
All right, so we've got two questions here.
Yeah.
You snuck two in, you bugger. Right? So, yoga teacher Jess, there's going to be people that get on the mat, and there's going to be people that watch. Right? And it really is just like that. There's this capacity to sit back and watch it all and stay safe, or there's this capacity to surrender to the involvement to it all. And of course, the obvious thing is Neville Goddard's ladder exercise. Right? Not the fat guy's ladder exercise, Neville's. Because Neville said, look.
Fat guys.
No, the guy that says, Neville said, walk around to saying you're not going to climb a ladder and do it. Yeah, the fat guy, right? So, I can't say his name because, his name's
we all know.
we all know who the fat guy is, right? So Neville Goddard, I have yet to have anyone give me Neville's voice or a lecture where Neville actually taught, walk around talking about ladders and see what the fuck happens, right? That is, Neville Goddard's ladder thing was, look, the difference between success and failure is, success is feeling yourself climb the ladder. You may see your hand, you may see the ladder, but if you see the back of your head, odds are you're not doing it right, or your eyes are in the wrong place.
Yeah. Right?
So there's that whole thing of like helping them get this. I mean, you can watch two people eating cheeseburgers. All right.
Or actually enjoy one yourself.
Yeah, just feel the dribble.
Yeah. Yeah, you've actually got a really good article where I loved it, where you sat in my old Tic Tac and you had a photo of you driving the car I was showing you
from outside.
Driving the car.
Yeah, that's spectating.
Compared to you being in the car with just your hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah, just steering the steering wheel.
So totally different.
Yep, totally different experience. Right? You can enjoy someone else enjoying someone else. A lot of people try to manifest their special person like that. Watch her go. Hey, you can.
I went somewhere else. Yes.
Yeah, you can enjoy someone else enjoying someone else. Or you can feel yourself holding hands, seeing her eyes. That's right.
It's a bit like that OnlyFans site compared to actually doing the act.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right.
But it is. All right. So that was from Yoga Teacher Jess. Thank you very much for your question.
All right. By the way, you could always ask your people, right? So there's the, what do we call it? What does she do? Aqua Aerobics girl, Aqua Amy. And hi 20, hi Amy. When are you going to join my class? Let's play a game called Neville, right?
Never.
Yeah, it don't work for me. The timing don't work. I love you. You're great. I hear a lot of good compliments about you, but I ain't doing it. Not my thing, right? So I'm a spectator to her class when I show up. There are other people that join in, that aren't even in the class. You can tell they're on the side.
Yeah, actually, that's an interesting point, because there might be times where it's really cool to bring into your sessions, your SATs, whatever you desire, where you are the spectator.
Totally.
And I mean, I know you've talked about it, about looking at yourself in...
Yeah, in the electric slide.
Yeah, at the gym, in the mirror, or whatever. But yeah, I get how there are definitely times where that's what you want.
Yeah, but not for generally feeling your real. Right.
Yeah, got you.
And the whole thing with the lullaby method, make sure you don't skip the first two steps. If you go to freeneville.com, type the word lullaby in, check it out. Right? Don't skip the first two steps. I'm so clever. Let's continue.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, the next question is from Dream Driven Day Lisa. Back in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. Mm-hmm.
Hello, and Lisa asks, hello, 20 and Victoria. I'd enjoy hearing about your experience as you began to create content for your websites. Many of us have heard how you suddenly developed extreme pain in your arms and hands and could not type. How was Victoria imagining for you? And I'd like to know if buying the pearl factored into the outcome. Thank you, Lisa.
All right. I guess the first part of the question is for you.
You
think?
Well, how did I imagine? Oh, I don't know that I was imagining anything. Well, who knows what I was imagining back then. I mean, obviously I imagined just 20 happy. I mean, even when I knew nothing about this, just like I'd see. I remember, way back in those early days, you used to truck around the hills of Eltham.
Yeah.
Walking everywhere. And I know you actually didn't confide a lot in me about the pain in your elbows. And I found out later how much it had hurt you typing or bringing in firewood and things like that. And I wasn't necessarily aware of it.
Guys.
I was just doing my stuff. It's not that I was narcissistic, I don't think.
Ain't it funny? Everyone's worried about being a narcissist now.
Well, not a narcissist, but you know what I mean. It was like,
you were busy.
I was doing. Anyway, but I do remember you trucking around and getting toned up, and so maybe that was my imagining, my just realising how, he's getting fit, he's looking good, you know what I mean? And maybe that was almost like my imagining, really.
Yep.
Like, I'm at work doing my 40 hours or 60 hours a week or whatever, and just imagining a beautiful day and you having a lovely time out walking and stuff.
That's right.
And and of course, I do
notice
remember,
how this fits into the first question, right? It ain't about my pain.
Yeah, it's nothing about your pain.
Yeah, it's about my day.
Because if I had been aware of your pain, I might not have said it as soon as I got home from work at night. So what have you done today? I've been out working.
The early years.
Run home for lunch with our lunch. I've gone back to work. It's like, what have you done?
Yeah, I got a job. What did you do today?
And here you are. I was like, I wasn't. I didn't clock how you were hurting so much, bodily. Yeah.
Cool.
So you go.
All right. I'll go with the last part first. So did buying the pearl factor in? Absolutely. Here's the thing, because I could blame it on, they never diagnosed what was wrong with my arms. So I went to different tests, neurological people, physiological people.
When?
Oh, my God.
You mean back in
the States?
Yeah, got you.
So, and they all said, we can't figure it out. It's like,
so you had pain back then in your arms?
Oh, it would come and go. But when I moved here and started carrying firewood, it really got aggravated.
Right.
So to the point where it was crippling, right?
There you go, Lisa. I never knew that bit.
So you have to listen to more episodes of the podcast or the show.
Okay.
Right? Stop doing just your thing.
Yeah, but I never knew that bit. Okay.
Just messing with you. So that whole thing of buying the pearl, because if I could blame the whole thing on the riot, which is of course, I mean, here's what I did. I interlaced my fingers behind my head, put my elbows in front of my face, so that I'd still have this
instead of that.
Right. So I only had this orbital bone, busted up. Right. So that was fun, but my elbows swelled up to the size of my thighs. And so the thing is, if I go back to there, and it's like, oh man, that happened in '89. This is 20 years later. Yeah, it's still there. It's going to be permanent damage. And they couldn't diagnose it then. What are the odds of them diagnosing it now? And it's just like, versus like, rightio, what am I teaching here? What am I living here? What really matters? The way I explain it today, accomplished and satisfied. So if Victoria comes home, I'm accomplished and satisfied. Right? Boom, that's it. Right? And so I'm accomplished and satisfied. What'd you do today? I rolled 40 fucking rollies. Right? I smoked every one of them.
I saw them all before I walked out the door. They're all lined up.
Yeah, lined them up like little soldiers going to get executed. And then I just do my typing. Right?
Yeah.
So that whole thing of letting it be about your day, actually buying the pearl, it's really important because, and this is one of my little quotes, Coral, you asked for quotes, you can be your history or you can be your mystery. Because if you buy into your history, well, I've always been this way. It's just the way I am. It's the way our family is. It's, we can buy into that. Or we can buy into, rightio, what am I imagining today? Right? I'm not living according to that old pattern. Yeah. Rightio. I think that's pretty good. Lisa, how do we do?
It is really good. I really get how much I've woken up since then.
Yeah, nice.
I never noticed all that stuff. I was just so into just me, my life. This is what I'm doing. I don't know where I was. It sounds so selfish and kiddie, but yeah, just
That's all right.
fascinating.
It's cool to be able to look back and go, I'm no longer like that, and the fact that I was like that's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're all waking up, we're all stretching. So, nice, babe.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Lise.
Guys. Hi.
The last question today is from Manifesting Mastery Linda. Help with tooth pain. And Linda asks, I've been having this teeth pain for 2 months now. I look in the mirror, there's nothing going on, there's no cavity, but it's painful and sensitive, and I react to the sensitivity. I'm not sure what to imagine for radiant health. It feels like a war.
Oh, yum, 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 yum. How about ice cream? Ice cream, or split pea and ham soup.
Crunch some ice.
Yeah. See, I don't know what bothers you, right? So like, like if it's cold that bothers you, I'd be imagining like ice cream. Yay! I mean, like, if I'm anticipating ice cream, it's yay, right? See, I could imagine having eaten ice cream. That was good. Right, but I can also use anticipation, the happy chemicals, ice cream, right? Because I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, oh, ice cream. Yeah, boom. So we get to notice that kind of thing. Or if it's hot food, again, imagine up, sucking down, I don't know, whatever hot food,
Something
coffee.
hot.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, that kind of thing. It's one of those weird things because you really get to notice what works for you. I get a lot of requests all the time. Asking Mr. Tony specifically, what do I need to imagine being an 85-year-old woman who's got this exact problem? And it's like, fuck, I don't know. I'm not 85 and I'm not a woman. Right, but I can tell you this, there'll be something different in your day. What will be different in your day? That's the whole thing. Frank is here from ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. How many hours have you flown now, Frank?
Yeah.
If you can tell us, right? Yeah, I'm so proud of you. Right? Back when Frank was first doing ManifestingMasteryCourse.com, he decided he wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
And if you hear me, I don't know if you hear me or not, put the number up. It's just, right. So, yeah, that's what I'd notice. Yeah. Some other things you could do, like, literally just feel the pain into the past. Frank has flown 1,520 hours. Good one, Frank. Yeah. That makes my day.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's what I'd do.
Feel the pain into the past.
Feel the pain into the past.
Is that like what you did with your elbows?
I'm sure I did that as well.
Yeah.
Because I've got, I just go into the toolkit, like the whole thing of like exploring, like I could revise yesterday's pain. The fact that Victoria leaves and I cry when I try to type. Like, oh, that's a memory, right? We can revise that. That's all right. While I'm trying to type, I could just remember when I felt that way. And it ain't the words, right? It's a feeling. I can feel that's what it felt like, right? And at some point, I'll go back to the arm thing. That all just disappeared. I don't know when.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember you saying that a number of times. That you just remember one day, just like, oh wow, my elbows don't hurt.
Yeah, my elbows don't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting. Like once or twice since then, I've had a little bit of a ache or a pain. Oh, we still have firewood. We have a garden. I've got a woman. All right, got to chase her around once in a while. So it's like I don't remember when it changed. So cool.
Very cool.
And that's the thing. You could just like sort of just feel that pain in the past and remember what it was like. All right. So.
Okay.
Vic and Notoria.
So, thank you very much, Manifesting Mastery Linda, for your question. What we want to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bears.
Look at that. Dr. Brian, the doctor of hashtags.
And mine is probably Frank showing up and saying he's been flying for
1,520 hours.
1,500 odd hours.
Ooh,
and how we met him way back then in MM.
Yeah, well, you met him then. I met him before.
Oh, okay.
I know from the old country. Just to be clear.
But, yeah. Just,
even people that really know me take the courses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
That's fabulous. So, yeah, the way people's lives change
Yep.
after doing MM or during MM. So,
It's
that's
wild.
my-
Whenever you start realizing, whenever you start making you your priority, it's really interesting. Triple D's really, really good for this. But whenever you start really making you your priority, just something changes, versus, like, I remember Frank and I just emailing back and forth and him just deciding, look, I'm going for it. This is what I want to do. And it's like, cool.
Very cool.
Evelyn, 20 as an 85-year-old woman. Absolutely. But yeah, and that's a really powerful point, because it's like Frank has become a pilot, an accomplished pilot, right? And it's like, can I tell him what to imagine for that? No, can't do it. Right? I know what it's like to be a black belt. I know what it's like to be an award-winning black belt, all that bullshit. But it's like there's going to be something that you can imagine that'll make the difference, something where it'll just light you right up. And we did a podcast on that today, so make sure you listen to NevilleGoddardPodcast.com.
Very cool.
All right. So, Victoria.
So, while you type in your hashtag strawberry bits, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Yeah. Sign up. Yeah, while you're there. Just don't go there. Yeah, I went there.
Tick
the box. Sign up.
Yeah.
Look at this. Frank is not only a pilot, he also teaches people to fly.
Oh, that must be the best feeling.
Right.
That would be fabulous to have got there yourself and then to teach them to do that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, really
Beauty.
lovely. Join your 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
It's 90 days. Right? In 90 days, if you don't do it, you know where you'll be in 90 days?
Same place.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Yeah,
No.
Same place, the same place.
And
same
for refunds,
place.
visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Hoo-ha, love you too, Jess. So, yeah, it's true.
Which bit? We're going out for lunch.
We're going out for lunch, go to the place, do the things, and so on and so forth. So, and we've got a money call tomorrow. We're doing the money prayer, the Boundless Force lesson, and we got 10 people we're going to be sharing some really good shit with tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's so good, so good, so good. Love y'all. Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day. See yous.
We're going out for a date.